Previously on DrakeParagon.
And we have 56 of these containers.
It's like the Serengeti.
So we're all out in the cockpit at the crew. It's gonna take me years to get there by boat.
Happiest chickens on the planet. They look us. It's become this big giant family goal.
Yeah.
Going through the Panama Canal. This is your home. Massachusetts is your home.
Wow, got anchors really in there good.
Stuck.
Rainy day in Gloucester. And bad weather forecast for sailing to Boston. So we're doing some video editing. And other things on the list for today, we've got to repair the Stratoglass enclosure. The zipper right over there broke, and I ordered a spare zipper, but we have to hand sew the zipper onto the Stratoglass. Looks like it's going to be a pretty big job. So we're going to have to wipe the water off of the Stratoglass, take it down, bring it down to the cabin, start sewing. We ran out of propane in one of our tanks this morning, and that's good because we can fill it before we push off from Nova Scotia. We've got 2 tanks aboard, both are 25 pounds. Couple more days in Gloucester.
Excellent. Right. So here is just a little plastic cover. So when we're shooting outside, we don't want to ruin the equipment. We go check these propane tanks?
Yeah, we're gonna go switch to propane. We're gonna put the soapy water over the propane connection to make sure that we have proper seal. Alright, got this big manhole cover, and they've got these gigantic hose clamps that secure them down to the bulkheads. These fittings are always not righty-tighty, but the other way around. So if you want to loosen them, you need to turn them clockwise, which is the opposite of the way every other threaded connection works. Carry 50 pounds in these 2 tanks, and then we've got a 3rd spare tank right here. Look at the gasket. It looks fine. Doesn't need to be replaced, I don't think. Right? And then I put it in the other tank, turning counterclockwise to tighten it in there. This propane locker is vented on the bottom. Any propane that might leak into the locker goes right out of a hole right in the bottom of the locker. Not too tight, because you don't want to damage the O-ring seal. And put the soap bubbles all over this connection. And then turn it on. And look real closely. If there's any kind of a leak, then we'll see bubbles falling out of there. I don't see anything. No bubbles. We got a good seal there. I've got this barbecue grill mounted on the rail here also. You can flip it up and grill. Instead of connecting a little can to it, I just use this hose to go straight from the grill to one of the propane tanks down below.
Wow.
What a
Yeah, someday.
Have a wood burning fire in the stove tonight.
Could have a fire on tonight?
Yeah, that might be fun, huh?
That'd be really nice.
This little part here finally just wore out.
Yeah.
You can't get the zipper on there. And we really need for that to be secure, so we got a new zipper. It's going to be a bear to hand sew that whole thing all the way down.
Yeah.
But gotta do it.
Gotta do it. Get it done. Because we'll be thinking, as soon as we get to Greenland, going, we got a golden beard.
When the whole thing's closed up
Yeah?
and the sun's out, it gets warm in here,
Nice.
even if it's cold outside.
Excellent.
It's good enclosure. We've got northwest 15 to 20 showers, gusting to 25. Tomorrow, gusting to 25 and showers. Monday, it's 10 to 15, gusting to only 20. It's out of the west. Going to Boston Harbor from here, it's about 25 miles. traveling southwest, so with westerly winds, maybe we'll have to bear off just a little bit from the run line course. We'll be able to sail for sure with 10 to 15 gusting to 20. Sail close haul. Each one of these controllers has a duplex wire networking them together, so there's some sort of communication going on to be more efficient and get more amps out of the whole array. Each one is connected to a 40 amp breaker, and they're all connected to this display which shows me the amperage that's coming in from any one of the separate banks or all of them all together. If the batteries are completely full, then the solar chargers sense that and they force the panels to not put out the charge so that they don't fry the batteries. We'll raise anchor and come over in about an hour. See you soon. Bye. That's awesome.
Good news?
Oh, that's just great. Yeah, I called Brown's Yacht Yard in Gloucester Harbor and asked him if we could pull up and pay to tie up and take on water, and he said, no, water's free. And I'm like, oh, well, would it be okay if we pulled up? And he said, yeah, absolutely, no problem, come on in. He said they've got a 70-foot fuel dock, and so we can top off our tanks today. And being a Sunday and with the crappy weather outside, I'm sure nobody will be trying to get onto that dock, so maybe we could give the cockpit and the Stratoglass a bit of a rinse, which it really needs.
Yeah.
I put these little pieces of string on the zippers just to make it easier to pull them. It actually makes it much easier. I really wouldn't want to be in a really cold, offshore, rough weather situation without this enclosure. Slide through these things, get it started.
Waterboat marina?
Yeah, that's where we'll be going tomorrow.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's Logan
Yep.
Airport. And you think it's just to the west of that, is it?
Yeah.
Or in around here somewhere?
Yep.
That's mad. I can't believe I'm looking at Boston on Shark Potter. We are up here.
Yep.
And so you came out from all of this, so there was no...
Yeah, we bypassed all of Boston.
And then...
Just went straight for Gloucester. We came from Newport.
Mm-hmm.
And the red line is our trail.
Wow.
This pad up here is for moving the cursor. So if you do that, you'll see a cursor move around there.
Yeah.
All you have to do is bring the cursor to where you want to go to set the next waypoint, and then click on this go to button. Draws a line from where you are to the point you want to go to.
Yeah.
And the important stuff is down here. It tells you the distance to that waypoint, and below it the course to steer. So all you got to do is go 213 on the compass. I'll show you the radar, and you get to that by hitting the gain TX button. And I can actually hear the thing spinning now. We just turned it on. We'll be using this a lot when there's lots of fog, or to stay away from icebergs, to find icebergs, because they show up really good on radar.
That's fantastic.
Those little blips are mooring balls.
Yeah.
It's amazing, huh? Holy crap.
When you see it in here, in somewhere as small, well, kind of small as this area, like, and it's been accurate, then it's a nice confidence booster if we're going like into real delicate ports or that, you know.
Where we don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I think the big thing is fog. This will help us deal with fog. If you're wondering what's going on with the tide, for anywhere we go, you'll be able to click on tide graph. Yeah. Have you seen that on a tripod? Oh, it's very cool. It's like totally cool, right?
Because I'm always used to just using almanacs and being just referencing it and looking it up.
No. The nearest tide station in the database is Gloucester Harbor. Right now, it's like almost noon, and the tide's going up.
That's really handy. Like, just even instead of having to go and find the almanac and find the date and work it out, it's just here. That's brilliant.
Let's plan on a starboard docking. Mo will show you where all the fenders and dock lines are. Morning. Hi, how are you? Nice jacket. That's my jacket. It'll be blowing us onto the dock.
Did you want to do it tomorrow morning when it's calmer?
No, I'd like to do it now and not have to deal with it in the morning because we don't know what the situation will be tomorrow morning. Maybe they'll be busy, maybe all the fishermen will be coming into the dock, maybe. But we can do it now.
So basically all the fenders are right here. We usually grab something for the stern, something for the bow, and then that is the spring line on the bow.
What are these guys? They're just
Saltwater wash-off hoses.
Ah, I see.
And when we go offshore, we stow them in that box right there. In that box, we have the snubber line, the saltwater washdown hose, the jack lines that we put along the deck. Shit's going out.
So it's just this bad boy, yeah? Super.
All right, chart plotter's on. There's a snubber on the anchor.
Yeah.
It's like a shock absorber. When the wind picks up and the boat moves aft, being blown by the wind, and that chain gets tight and there's no elasticity in the chain. If there isn't a snubber as a shock absorber, then the boat will just go boom, when it comes to the end of the chain.
How does it go?
It just goes boom. The first thing we do when we're raising anchor is to get the snubber off. And to do that, we've got to bring in a lot of chain. To bring in the chain, you press on that button right there. If you'll just look over the side and press that button with your foot, then you can see what's going on. The next step is to get this hook off the chain, and it gets a really good grip on there. So sometimes what you need to do is put some slack in the chain like that, and then jiggle it off. So we've done that. Next step is to get the snubber on deck, undo it on one side.
Yep.
And then just toss that in the water.
Just toss this in the
Yeah,
water,
whole thing. And then pull it up on the other side. Pull it all up and just kind of quickly leave it on deck. Yeah, leave that to the side. Now we're ready to bring up the rest. You can bring in some chain, and then it gets to the point where it's like really hard for the windlass, and then you can stop. And the weight of the chain will actually bring the boat towards where the anchor is and put more slack into the chain. Stop. And now the boat's gonna move towards the anchor, put a little bit of slack in the chain. Maybe not much because we've got all this wind.
Yeah.
Do some more. Sometimes the chain castles in the anchor locker, like a mountain of chain builds up and it comes right up to the top of the pipe that the chain's going down, and it blocks it.
Yeah.
So when that happens, somebody needs to go down below. Somebody needs to go down below and open up the forward locker and push that mount down with a boat pole.
It's very windy.
It is a bit windy.
It's quite windy.
It is quite windy. I hope it's not as windy when we get down to the dock. When we get down there, if anything looks dicey, we'll just turn around and come back. And anchoring in the wind is no problem. Just docking is a little dicey. Oh, we got more slack in. So let's bring in some more. Stop. Yeah, you can hear it slowing down.
You can see it coming up the tank.
Yeah. Keep it going. Keep it going. No, stop. Wow, that anchor's really in there good.
Stuck.
Yeah. We'll probably have to use the engine to pop it out. I'm gonna try again just a little bit. See if the chain's castling. It's almost up, but not all the way.
I don't know if you noticed, our towel rack is also a boat pole. And then you just push it down. More. Perfect. That's it.
This is a great landing, guys.
Yes, very smooth.
That'll go for a while. Yeah, it's a real pain in the butt to knock that castle of chain down, huh? You gotta get all this stuff out of the locker, and sometimes you gotta do it really fast. It's just a pain in the ass.
So, I saw your little guest book, you know. How long have you had that for?
I've actually had it a long time. When we left, I put it out at the party, and I didn't get everyone to sign it. I tried to. I was like, sign it before you leave. I'm like, yes, cheers, and then they left. But some people did, and now I really try to remember every time we have someone on board to get them to sign it. You know, just to have an email contact or something. It's nice.
What happened the last time we tried to fill the water tanks?
We were in Newport and we were leaving, and the only reason we went to the dock, we said to get fuel and water, but really we just needed water. I think we got like 10 gallons of fuel or something. But we were in kind of a rush. They were there, and like there was a busy area, and so we were putting the water in faster than it should have been, and it kept on backing up, and then it was at the top and it wasn't going down at all, and it looked like it was full, and so we left.
Thinking, oh my god, our tanks are full.
Our tanks are full, which we were really low. But then we got out and it was at like a little more than quarter of a tank. Now we are at this lovely deserted dock on a Sunday. We have all the time in the world to fill up the water tanks, so we just have it going in very slowly. And there's just nothing quite as delightful as having full water tanks.
Went down below and examined all the hoses that provide the way for air to escape from the tanks when we're filling them with water. One of the hoses was kinked, and so no air was getting through.
So maybe that was the problem.
Maybe that was the problem. Part of the problem.
Hello.
Hello. Just trying out the helm for the first time. It is pretty good after a while not being on a helm.
The anchor's all prepped to deploy, right?
I'll go double check.
You didn't put the line on it or anything?
Nope.
I doubt that boat is anchoring. It's pretty big.
Oh, they look a little cold over there.
You big?
Yeah, all bundled up.
Okay, right to the center. And the dinghy's fine, right? The painter's not in the water, is it?
Yeah, the yacht just pulled up beside our yacht, and this guy goes, "Oh, how you doing? It's a great day. How you guys doing?" I'm like, "Oh, hey, I just thought he was saying hello."
Beautiful day too.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was really close.
Yeah, I thought he was looking for advice for where could he, drop
Anchor?
anchor or something.
And then he's like, I follow you guys. I watch your videos. Is Drake there?
And he pulled out of Salem, just a ways down from here.
Did he come all the way this way to come see us? Shit, I'm gonna clean up a little
And
bit.
did he know that we're here?
Well, we've been saying we're anchored in Gloucester.
Is he one of my Facebook followers?
Do you want to like maybe clean up the cockpit a little bit, and I'll clean up down there.
I'll do the
And
cockpit.
maybe I'll put in a pot of coffee.
So that boat over there named Good News just buzzed us as he motored into the harbor and said that he watches our videos. We've not met him before. He said he sailed out of Salem. said he wants to come over and give us something. So now we're cleaning up like crazy for Bob.
Super cool. Oh, thank you. Just had to say, in Newburyport,
Yep.
it's a nice little town. There's a lot of little shops and whatever. But anyway, there's an Italian restaurant, and they make their own pasta.
Yeah.
And so I picked up some ziti's.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
This is gonna be great.
Oh, super.
Mo!
So you don't have to go searching for something to eat later.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
You didn't think I was going to invite myself
Thank
on
you
without bringing
so
something
much.
We got all projects going on, but if you want to take a look at
absolutely,
anything
sure.
on the boat,
Before you leave,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have sign our guest book.
Oh,
so,
absolutely, yeah.
most definitely.
it's like a seat.
A vessel that can take all the seeds that you've got. So that's why I'm impressed.
This is so exciting. We're taking on water. I mean, no.
In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way.